Both of them giving a hug before the set.
Oh yeah, these guys are buds. I was walking around yesterday at the theme park and they were riding rides together, so sucks that they gotta play each other this early in top 32, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, if they didn't want to have this, they should have won fewer sets. Both of them being a little bit too good.
Jahzz0 has the anime protagonist energy. You know, if you ever see him on Twitter or whatever, he's always like, I can do it, you know. Very Naruto vibes from this guy.
He's certainly a very fun person to
interact
with, to hear about, see his antics.
One time I was commentating a tournament, they just like had a piano behind us for some reason. And he just went up and just started playing Sonic songs on the piano. A great memory of keeping it real a while back. But right now it's the Sonido show. But that damage can change so quickly in a matchup like this. Ken, with Rage, you never count him out in any stock ever.
Yeah, because even though it's I'd imagine it's a little hard for Ken to find these hits on Sonic. It's, when you find the hit, you're going to feel it. It's going to hurt.
Absolutely. And I think Sonic definitely with a bit of an advantage against FGC characters like this who are a little bit stubby. But again, you know, it's so explosive. Against Sonic, you either need to have the greatest neutral tools of all time or an amazing punish game so that when you find those moments, you can make up for the nickel and diming that he's always going to put on you. And Ken does have that punish game, so focus helping a little bit, but Sonic with no shortage of multi-hit moves to deal with that.
And despite the deficit being admittedly bad, Jahzz0 is playing it pretty well. He's not falling into the moves of Sonic. A fantastic air dodge.
And honestly, a down tilt from Ken kills here. With Rage, if he gets an air down tilt on Sonic, he just wins. I mean, he just goes first. Whoa. Huge lightning strike close to the where we are here.
Yeah, if only y'all could see Jahzz0's face. That was...
Yeah, sorry.
Terrified me, terrified Jahzz0.
Yeah, that was scary.
I think it struck right next to us.
Yeah, I think that struck inside the park.
Oh my God.
Everybody freaking out a little bit. The players playing on.
Jahzz0's eyes are a little wide right now.
Yeah, the adrenaline spike.
Okay.
I did not see how.
I don't know what killed him,
that
actually.
stock. Yeah, but if it was due to that happening, I don't know what to think. Crazy. I wonder how loud that was on the mics. If you guys even heard it. But that was the loudest lightning strike I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, I think they heard it all right.
I felt the ground shake.
Yeah, ground shook. I saw it flash. That was
terrifying.
All right. As I'm shaking,
anyway,
I'm sure Jahzz0's shaking a little bit, being behind against Sonic right here. But like we said, one down tilt. One down tilt's all it takes.
Well, let's hope lightning does not strike at the same place twice. But yeah, anyway, one down tilt, we'll be back to even stocks here.
And I mean, we're seeing Sonido play the matchup just as he needs to. One down tilt hits, but how are you going to hit it?
I said that Sonido was a more aggressive Sonic, and you actually see it there with him
one down tilt, as
going
we
for a jab and dying. You know, he's showing that in some matchups you just kind of got to play this way, especially with a character like Sonic who has that as his advantage.
And this is where we've been seeing Sonido shine. Just like the other set we watched, these edge guards are where it really, really counts.
It's true.
Losing his jump, I suppose?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but Jahzz0 now has a lead. Great little dash back F smash, though. Sonic with, like, the best F smash in the game.
And even though anybody on stream can't see it, both of these two are laughing every time something a little silly happens.
It's true, and I think they're both still a little shook. So if the quality of play has been a little shaky, there's good reason for it, I promise. That being said, I haven't noticed anything. These two are focused.
It's so impressive to see two amazing players see something like lightning strike like a couple yards from us, and both of them be locked in.
They don't even. There's no question of taking a break, and Sonido going to get a little bit of a gimp there.
That Ken recovery, lost his jump, saw the side V.
They turned towards each other. Jahzz0
saying, both of them turned like, you saw that shit. You saw that, right?
That was God raging.
Yes. So
I thought a roller coaster fell off the tracks by us for a moment.
If y'all can't hear Sonido said, I thought that was the hardest rage I'd ever seen in my life.
I wonder if it struck the top of the lightning of the roller coaster, right? You got to wonder. It's high up.
That might be what it was.
I wonder how that interacts. It struck the roller
Which
coaster.
roller coaster was it?
Yeah, the Fury, which we are very close to, got struck by lightning.
It's really funny.
I hope everyone's okay. Did they are the rides all shut down for the thunderstorm? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
was saying earlier, man, it'd be insane if lightning struck while we were on the Fury. That would suck.
Yeah, I think probably while the thunderstorm's clearing up, they've shut the rides down. I haven't heard any patron screams lately, so thankfully, people dodging that one.
Speaking of lightning striking, 2 explosive players here going to game 2.
Anyway, it never strikes twice, so now we don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's how probability works.
Of course, of course.
But much more even here in this game, too. Jahzz0 finding a couple more openings. Ooh. There's just kind of a recovery diff between these two characters, you know? You can absolutely find those edge guards on Ken, and you're not really going to find those on Sonic. Sonic's kind of blessed in that department. Having an amazing up B that also lets him be actionable after it and air dodge after is crazy. But the down tilt at 90, that's where it makes up for it, right? Ken with Rage, absolutely crazy, and we're going to be finding even more damage here from another opening.
But the Sonic back here are also going to take it at about 140. Very, very close game here. And something I want to point out about Jahzz0 that I don't see other Kens do often is he is not afraid to burn his double jump early off stage to guarantee that he gets the ledge.
It's true. Another thing Jahzz0 known for is parrying as often as possible. Unfortunately, parrying Sonic doesn't really get you that much. Oh, yeah, Sonido's up. Sorry, we were a little distracted.
Yeah, apologies for not updating the score.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But Sonido being up a game, but this is still incredibly close in this game, too. This is not a situation you want to be in, though, if you're Jahzz0. Still, the timing missed on the neutral get-up, and Jahzz0 finding a huge reversal. It really is just Sonic trying to find these nickel and dimes, and Jahzz0 seeing if he can find big reversals, right? Sonido not known for timing out. You know, like I said, you know, he goes for a big grab read there instead of just waiting and playing the keep-away game. And Jahzz0 going to be finding the kill at absurdly low percents because of it.
As much as people like to say that Sonic is unpunishable, very hard to get in, it's scary. You have to take those risks to get something going sometimes, and we saw it there. It didn't work out.
Yeah, there's a reason why we see Sonic mains get a 10% lead and then run to the other side of the stage. Because that's what it works. That's how you gain consistency, you know? Force your opponent to approach you, but Jahzz0, you know, he's a tank. He's a moving fortress here. Knows that he just wants to take space and wait for his moment. Just not get hit by kill moves, right? Ooh, there's a kill move for you, though.
Can't avoid that one there.
Yeah.
60%, though, not something Sonic can't make up, but with the way Jahzz0's been playing it, it's a bit hard.
Down tilt into the, I think, crescent kick. I don't ever remember what these moves are called.
That one was roundhouse.
Roundhouse, okay.
Crescent's the comboer.
Crescent's the one that breaks my shield.
And
is that really going to kill? And it does.
Down tilt taking all 3 of the stocks this game, I think.
I got to wonder about the PS2 choice from Sonido, because, again, this is the stage with the lowest Legal Blast Zone. So
I can only imagine he was after the space that he had, or maybe it's just comfort as we see them running it back without any time involved. I think maybe just...
maybe, you know, these two have played many sets. I said I was going to look up the set count, and it's 10-9. It's incredibly even between these two. But they have played almost 20 sets. This is their 20th set ever.
Well, I'm glad we could have their 20th set here at Rock the Winds.
Yep.
That's something special.
And Sonido won the last set, and Jahzz0 won the one before. What's that? Oh, ask CJ.
All right, game 3, back to PS2, which I can imagine we'll see at every game with how quickly they went back.
Great little grab into an up throw. I'm gonna lift these cords up out of the rain.
Okay, something fantastic that I've seen so much from the better players here. Their off-ledge games are all amazing. If I am on the ledge against Jahzz0, I would probably die, but Sonido manages to pick the right option so often. It is truly impressive how they manage to know what options they're looking for and managed to pick just one of the few options that does work. But another down tilt, not quite taking it.
Yeah, the up B, or not up B, but the Shoryuken not quite gonna do it at that percent, but we are in scary territory. Being at 100 versus Ken, it's guaranteed now.
Yeah, both of them are looking for that kill. Sonido going for a lot of those full hot bears to catch the jumps, and Jahzz0 looking for the down tilt.
You see how Jahzz0, he's just playing at that, that range where Sonic cannot burst you unreacted, right? Oh, right up there into the Shoryu there, going to take it. But there is a range in front of Sonic where he can just hit you when you can't do anything about it. So Jahzz0 playing just outside of that range at all times, just trying to bait him into approaching and then call out what his approach is going to be.
And notice that every time we see that spin charge, like you were saying, Jahzz0 would back up, give up the space, and wait for that spin charge, because it has to come out eventually.
Nice little up air into the Shoryu. Up air, bear. Another up air Shoryu, going to be doing more and more damage here. And again, it's just so even. You can see why the set count is 9 to 10.
Both of them are playing it very simply, too. Neither of them are going for very crazy extensions or pushing their advantage too hard.
Yeah, they know exactly how much they can get. And here for Jahzz0, it's up air Shoryu.
Not quite getting the second hit by the lead medium Shoryu to connect.
Wow, I love the down tilt, and then he does the up tilt to call out the jump. When you're getting your shield down tilted, often jump or roll away are your only two options. So you can create those 50-50 situations as a Ken player. Ooh, the shield getting low there. That's one of those situations where you're happy to get shield poked.
Oh my god,
oh,
that
spin
kill?
dash there, gonna take it at 80.
Maybe I was wrong about Sonic struggling to kill sometimes.
Yeah, every now and then he just finds the right hit and you just die. Speaking of the right hit, this is nice back air. But again, this is what happens when you push your advantage just a little bit too far in this matchup. You get reversaled. Smash is such a crazy reversal-heavy game when you really think about it. Yeah,
it's one of the most interesting things about it compared to other fighting games. That's also very interesting. There's no health bar. You can see kills that fast with that F smash, taking it for Sonido.
Yep.
Going up 2-1.
Positioning such a huge factor. Yeah, it can be very frustrating in Smash Bros. Sometimes that you can do everything right and then just misplace one move and get zeroed at back.
Yeah.
Right? It's definitely an incredibly precise fighting game.
It's one of the things that I often hear more traditional fighting game players discuss when they're talking about Smash is they say, oh man, I did everything right, but then I made one mistake and suddenly I'm off stage and I died. It's one of the beautiful things about this game.
It is beautiful. There's two ways to see it. Some people look at that and they go, oh man, that kind of precision is beautiful. I want to aspire to reach that. And other people say, oh, that means you're only going to swing safe options all the time.
Yeah.
And both are kind of true. So it's really all about perspective.
And it's interesting because either side of the coin can work. Because as we're seeing, sometimes they are just playing incredibly safe, taking very safe options, not pushing advantage. Just, all right, I'll get my hit, get my simple damage that's guaranteed, and I'll back off. But other times, we see some crazy things. And who knows what we'll get in this game 4 here. And it's not like Jahzz0 was very far behind in that game either. Not very many adjustments he needs to make. Just sealing up what's been working.
Oh, wow. Missing the homing attack there. Great little dodge from Jahzz0, finding a big punish. And again, these are veterans of the matchup. They know what openings they want precisely and how to react to every one of their options. So it's just a matter of outplaying each other.
I was speaking with someone earlier, and they mentioned Jahzz0 called him, I think, the parry master, the third strike god. He parries everything, and that's the advantage we were talking about. Simple down air, heavy jab, Shoryu, taking it in a very, very early combo. We haven't seen that a whole bunch. The onus is on Sonido to take an early stock now.
Oh, the corner pressure, not quite going to break the shield. I don't know what the difference was there between the situation where the shield breaks and where you live with just a little bit of shield. But Sonido just hanging on with the bubble there. Just taking space, holding center, while Sonido dances around him. Sonido needs to find another big F smash stock like he did last time, an edge guard maybe to bring this back in, and he's going for it.
That's probably it.
Yeah, that's a bad situation. You do not want to have no jump in that situation as Ken. There's really not much you can do.
And we've seen it. 59% is not much, but if you're getting hit by Tatsu, Sonido could very easily make this percent up. I don't think he's the type to nickel and dime it, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's more the type to use his percent to find an advantage than to just, like, you know, go for a time, try to frustrate his opponent. That's not really Sonido's goal most of the time in my experience. But wow, what a parry, and he actually finds a punish out of it. You know, most characters can't do much about homing attacks, but the fact that he can find that up tilt out of a parry is really, really nice. I think it was an up tilt.
Yep, up tilt. And the interesting thing is he focused right after, so if Sonido had time to shield and he held it, it was probably getting broken.
And Jahzz0 with one of the best parry games of anyone I've ever seen. Known for it, you know, and I think Ken is a character who gets the most out of a parry of basically any character in the game, except for like Kazuya, right?
Yeah, nobody gets more reward off of it. Oh, there it is, down tilt. One down tilt all it takes.
Absolutely, the damage is there, but the damage has racked up for Sonido here. He's just dancing on him, not going for the down tilt on ledge. I don't know if there's not much he can get out of it or if he was just afraid of getting rolled past there, you know, if he really wanted to focus on holding center. But a nice little tech chase into an F smash, going to bring Sonido back into it. And we're going to find out very shortly if we're going to a game 5. Oh, man. Nice little tomahawk grab, but Jahzz0 knew it was coming.
And there's the dare. Reverse Shoryu doesn't get the DI mixed up quite, but still enough to kill.
Wow, that is so strong. You know, when you find the Shoryu when your opponent's so high up in the air, it kills so early.
And something interesting that Jahzz0 does that I don't see many other Kens do is going for that DI mix-up with the reverse Shoryu to see if you DI wrong. And if you do, you can die as early as 70 almost if you DI wrong.
Yeah, it'll, especially if he sneaks in a couple down tilts, right, for extra damage, you're just screwed. Especially on PS2, again, really, really short C-Leg.
As much as I'm sure both of these players wanted to see all the setup quickly, I'm happy to see a Game 5 because this has been a really fun set.
It has, and you know, it hasn't been that slow either. There's been plenty of hits coming and going. Normally you associate Sonic with slow gameplay, but it's been very swingy back and forth, plenty of engagements. They are kind of just playing the spacing game. Jahzz0's waiting, trying to bait in those approaches, but Sonido has been giving them to him, right? He's willing to play the mix-up game. There we go, finding another punish set of homing attack. That's such a nice tool for Ken to have.
And it's, as I was saying, these simple punishes are all they're really going for. Simple up tilt Shoryu, up air Shoryu, nothing crazy.
And that's one of those things that matchup preparation can get you and nothing else can, right? It's like, yeah, you know, oh, nice little dare into dare on the ledge. And that is going to be a very early stock for Jahzz0 here in this game 5.
There's the roundhouse I've been looking for the whole set. Not getting a lot off of it, but still happy to see it.
What I was saying there is, like, there's certain things you only see when you've played, you know, a dozen plus sets versus people, and you've done your matchup homework, right? It's, yeah, it might be possible to react to that homing attack, but if you haven't primed your brain, you know, if you haven't practiced it, you might not find those openings even if they're there. But Sonido finding an opening on that platform with a back air. Great grab there. Awesome weight on the air dodge, and we have an even game. Dancing around center again. Sounds like the roller coaster started back up.
Yeah,
so,
everything is back up.
I think the storm has passed.
There.
We might not have to worry about those lightning strikes again. Knock on wood. Oh man, but lightning striking in this game, there's some intensity happening right here. 68 to 64 on game 2.
And we're starting to see them both slow it down a little bit too. Maybe getting a little nervous about losing the set.
On second stock is what I meant to say, but either way, yeah. Definitely don't want to be the first to be taken to their last stock of winners here. Oh, nice little dash forward there to convert off of the landed aerial. And suddenly, Jahzz0 finds himself with the lead. That being said, so far this stock has been one continuous advantage state for Sonido. Oh, what a parry. What I say about this man's parry game.
As I said, the parry master, somebody called him.
That's definitely, he loves to be known for that. Did you see the clip on Twitter of him learning to parry every single hit of Pyra's side B? Oh my gosh, though. Okay. Sorry, I thought the game might end right there while we were talking about that. But did you see that clip? That was insane.
I think that stream he was trying to learn to parry the hardest move to parry on every character. I think the only one he didn't get was like Falco forward air.
It's like, why are you doing that? Just parry the last hit. But it's very cool.
Yeah, it's about the style.
Yeah, it's about
cool.
the style. It's about practicing to make sure you're like just the best at doing what you do.
Practice that shield pressure.
Okay, he's dead anyway.
On
Yeah.
the F smash.
Misses the walk up to force him to fall off the stage, but
Jahzz0.
he finds the F smash, and they're going to end it with a hug here. Nothing but love from these two players.
What does that make the set count? Was that 10-10?
I believe that Sonido had the count. Yeah, so they're even here at 10-10.
Well, a happy 20th set to those two. 10-10, perfectly even players.
Yeah, very crazy. And it comes down to Game 5 last stock, of course.
The only way it could be.
Looking here at matches we might have missed. It looks like next up we're either going to get Salt One Peanut or